channel. Today we're going to be getting back on with the Carina, see if I can actually tidy up those A and B posts and clean out the boot. I guess the last little bits really, but first I think I'm going to actually give it a bit of a wash. So as you can see, she's been sat for a while, she's getting a little bit dirty, so we'll give her a wash down, hose down, good clean. Get some of this moss that's growing back on it again, get rid of some of this. Get it all looking ship shape again, and then we're going to see if we can get rid of the rust in these areas here. It's on both sides. I should remove all the cobwebs. Okay, so I'm going to get the Karcher out and give it a hose down and get started. Washed and dried off, wiped it over with a paper towel. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in and sand these little bits of rust off just with a 180 block. I don't want to go too mad with it because I'm only just going to blow this over. It's not going to be a full back down to bare metal all over job, just to tidy it up and clean it up a little bit, and then we'll give it a good clean and we'll mask it before primer. Probably have to go a little bit heavier here where the rust is, just with probably an 80 grit, and then go over this 180. So we'll crack on with that and then we'll get masked. So we go all sanded back. That's what I'm going to do now. Just give it a quick clean with some glass cleaner. This is a degreaser. I'll mask it all off. Then we'll give it another clean and a tack. Get some aerosol primer on it, and while that's drying I'll do the other side. So I'm going to start by actually back masking off this return here, and then we'll close the door up, and we'll mask that there onto the actual B post, and we'll do the same on the front door. And as if by magic, it's all masked up, ready to go. I'm doing this outside, so if it's a little bit windy, I might get a little bit of overspray on the car, but I can always get it off with a clay bar afterwards. I'll be using a little bit of the H primer. I'll just give a light coat of that. I'll do a bit of degrease. I'll just give it a bit of a tack off with this little tack rag. A little bit windy today, so I apologise for any wind noise. Apologising for weather now. Here we go. Gentle light coat. Right, we'll let that dry. We'll put another one on. We'll build it up slowly. We'll give it a quick flat, probably like a 500, and then we'll go over with some satin black. So giving it a light sand with a 500. This is the first coat of satin black. Just cleaning up my nozzle. It's all blocked. I'm using the Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch paint. Just another, again, just light coats. I'm trying to keep the overspray down to a minimum, which is a bit difficult with the wind. Something like that. We'll let that dry, and then we'll denib all these little bits of dirt out, which looks like it's blown off the trees, and then I'll give it another wet coat. So there we have a nice wet coat. There's 3 coats. Let it dry and flat down in between each coat. I think I agree that looks a lot nicer. That'll dry back to a nice satin finish. Well, let's try and we'll crack on with the other side. So I think you'll agree that looks a lot nicer, a lot cleaner. So what we're going to do now. Now that's done, we're going to have a look at the boot and clean and tidy all that out. So, should stay open. I think these shops are still good on this. Yeah, they are. So there's a few little bits and pieces in here which I'm just going to bag up, and then we're going to give the parcel shelf a good vacuum and a sweep off. So I did the rest of the interiors, just haven't done the back end of this yet. Clean all the rugs, clean all the mat, get underneath. You can see it's pretty clean, very rust free. Clean the spare wheel and all that, make it all look nice and tidy. So the sun's not making too much of a shadow. I can't help where that is. But first of all, just move all these bits out, get the rugs out first. They're not too bad actually. I might give them a clean up and put them back in. Probably just need a really good shampoo, so we'll leave them out. We'll put them back in the car, I think, with a good clean. What have we got in here? Window screen. Nice tie gauge. A few maps. License carrier bags. You get charged 50p for those now, aren't you? Oh, original tax discs. Nice. A few more maps. Keep all those together, I think. A few bits and pieces. That's the tyre and the spare wheel clamp. The glasses or something. Everything in there, I think. Nice multi-tool. Nice multi-tool. Lovely. Let's put the bag anyway, we'll sort through all this at another time. Safe. Right, looks better already. Some more tissue there. Get rid of that as well. So what I think I'll do first is I think I'll give it a good vac out. Got my Maguire's upholstery brush. So get rid of some of this dirt. And the old trusty vacuum. And then we'll lift that carpet out. Remove the spare wheel, clean all that up. Better. It's a lover car boot, you can actually climb in. You can actually put a bed in the back of here if you wanted to. Right, so I'm going to lift this back, the back matting up, get it out of the way if I can, like so, and then we'll remove the board. See, it's not too bad in there. Board's a little bit warped, but it's not too bad. Take the spare wheel out, we give this a good clean as well. Maybe put a little bit of grease on it. That sounds of it. Nice one, cars had spares. None of this space saving rubbish. Yeah, it needs a little bit of grease on the end of that. We'll sort that out, put that down there. Pop this out. Whoa. Nice and heavy. Okay, so we'll continue backing all this out. As you can see, it's not too bad. It's mostly dust, and we'll give it a good clean. But it's really solid. This is all just dirt. There's no rust in there at all. Really, really good. I'll clip from something. Okay, give it another vacuum and then we'll give it a wipe over. So much nicer. Look at that, how clean this is. You can see the metal flake in the paint there. I don't know if you can actually see it on camera. Probably too much sun. About there. And I'll take it over, skimp a bit on the clear coat on the inside and shuts of their cars. Still got a few little issues here which I'm going to need addressing, but you show me any old Toyota hasn't got problems like that. Okay, so I think that's a lot nicer now, a lot cleaner. So I'm going to do is clean the spare wheel up and we'll put that back in. I think you'll agree that looks really, really nice, really clean. So put the spare back in, a lot neater. Bits of the first aid kit's missing, that would have been nice and complete then, but I suppose you can't ask for everything. So I'm going to dress all the plastics now, and I'll put the carpet back, give it another vac, and then I'll do the parcel shelf. Parcel shelf was all nice and clean. Came out lovely. Very impressed with this car actually. Imagine it's what? K ratio is to 92, so it's what, 30 years old? Still looks in this condition. Yeah, it's got a few little issues, little areas here and there, one needs sorting, especially on the bonnet. But for its age, I think this is in really good nick. It will be up for sale, unfortunately. It's not something I can hang on to. So it's going to be up for sale soon. I'll give you a look at the interior. As you can see, it's pretty much mint. Here's the cobweb there, I'll get rid of that now. I think I'll clean those mats up and put those back in at some point. But yeah, it's really, really clean for its age. All finished. Pretty much all I'm going to do, I think, on the Carina. A little bit of cleaning probably, and then it's going to be up for sale. So, I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and I'll see you on the next one.